Well, hey YouTube, this is
Matthew Ryan.
and his daddy Matthew, and we have another game review for you today. It's actually one that we kind of sort of got into and started doing a review and had issues, so we had to do it all over. But YouTube, before we do the game review, needs to do what?
Click this button and click the bell. And went all the way to the blue.
Okay, so click the subscribe, do the little bell so you have a notification, so when we put out the new videos, we try to do them once a week or every 4 days or so. Tell your friends, we're trying to get some more subscribers, and since you already know what we're doing the review on and YouTube doesn't,
Forgot.
Pete the cat.
I like it.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so Pete the Cat, Groovy Buttons game, ages 3+, 2 to 4 players. It is by Briarpatch. Front of the box, the top of the box, side of the box.
Oh, the barcode.
Yeah, they did put the barcode on the side for some weird reason, and then on the other side it's the same thing as the rest of it and the bottom. But the back of the box says Briarpatch Pete the Cat Groovy Buttons game. Have a popping good time. Move around the board and losing buttons as you go. When all of the buttons are gone, the player who has the most in the button jar wins. Yep, they wins. So the contents is 40 buttons.
3 buttons.
4 button jar boards.
And colors.
Yep, and
What's
colors.
that?
4 game pieces, 4 stands, instructions, which I guess you're supposed to read, but yet there's supposed to be no reading, so I still haven't figured that one out yet. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Okay, YouTube, so we went ahead and got it put together. The spinner is part of the board, which is actually pretty cool. And as you can probably see, there's red buttons, green buttons, blue buttons, and good old Pete with a button on his shirt.
And that's a green button for real.
Yep, that's a green button. Couple things. It's fairly easy putting it together, and yes, you do have to read the directions, so I don't know why it said no reading, unless it means as far as the gameplay goes. One thing you do need to be very careful of. There are 4 Petes, and these are like the little token that you move around the game board. But when you put Pete in the bottom, I almost tore Pete apart trying to get him in the bottom piece. So this is something that an adult definitely has to put together, otherwise you're going to not have a playable piece. It does say that there's small pieces, so we do need to be careful, hence the 3 or older. The concept is pretty easy. You have a button jar cardboard piece, and each player starts on one of the corners. You do the spinner and you move clockwise initially the number of moves that it says. And then if you hit a green button, you take the number that's on that button and you pull that out of your button pile and put it on your jar. If you hit a red button, then you take that number from your jar and put it on Pete's shirt. If you, going around the board, decide to go through the middle, which you can do, and you get a exact roll where you land on Pete, any and all of the buttons that are on Pete go on your jar. The thing that kind of messes the game up a little bit and makes it interesting is if you land on a blue button, you take your entire game board and you swap it with another player. So if there's more than 2 players, this is where you can pick somebody that has more buttons than you and kind of take their buttons. Otherwise it's just switching with the other player, which is our case. So let's play it and see what happens. Okay, so youngest player goes first, so go ahead and spin. And you get to go 3, and since you're the ball player, you get to go this way 3 places.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Double 4 and 3.
Yep. So pull 4 buttons out of the pile and put them on your card.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope, just 4. Don't be sneaking one in on Daddy. 1. And guess what?
Button.
We have to switch
Here
boards.
go.
Yep, which means I just inherited your 4 buttons. So, your turn.
It's my turn.
2 moves.
1.
1.
2.
No. Yeah, you're right. 1 move. So 3. Pull 3 out. I can't. I'm not paying attention, am I?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Daddy's move.
I have 2 little ones.
Daddy gets to move 3. So 1, 2, 3, and he pulls 5 buttons. So 1, 2,
I think my dice go
3,
4.
4, 5. Your turn. Up. You're on a line. You got to go again. 2.
1, 2, the number 1 and the red button.
Yep. So you got to pull one of your buttons and put it on Pete's shirt.
Got the long one. Here you go, Pete.
Okay. Daddy's turn. And I'm on a line. 1. Now I got to put 3 buttons
I'll stand faster.
on Pete's shirt. So 1, 2,
3.
3. Three moves. Oh, would you look at what he did?
2, 2. 2 buttons and 1 green button.
So 2 on your stack.
1, 2. I want the big ones.
1 move. So I got to put 3 more on Pete's shirt. Pete is going to have a lot of buttons on his shirt. 1, 2,
2, 3.
3. Okay, your turn. Gentle. You're kind of sort of on a line, so spin it again.
1. Set the long move. 4 and the red button.
Okay, so you got to take 4 of your buttons and put them on Pete's shirt.
I want the big ones. Sorry, Pete. 1, 2, 3.
You are out of buttons. 1 move, and I get to do 2 buttons. Your spin. 3 moves. So you're going to go around, or you're going to go through Pete?
1, 2, 3, 3, and the red button.
No, you don't have any buttons put in there, so I guess it's my turn. Guess what? Daddy landed on Pete and gets to take all the buttons. Your spin.
Ow.
And you're on the line again, dude. 3 moves.
Nothing up. 1, 2.
No, 2's here. On top of my head. And then 3's there. And it's a red button, so you're supposed to put more on Pete's shirt, but you don't have any. Yep, so it's my turn. 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at what Daddy has to do. He has to go 1, 2. Your turn. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are the blue button?
You know what just happened?
No.
You have to take your button jar, and I will help you, and put it over here, and you get Daddy's button jar. And Daddy's turn. 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh. But I don't have any buttons to put in there, so your turn. Three.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, get one button and put it on your button jar.
The big blue one. Put it right there. Read the short one.
And I get to go 1, and I get to get 2 buttons. 1, 2. Your turn. 2.
Okay. 1, 2.
And how many buttons do you get to get? 4.
Get this. Get the wheel. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so Daddy's turn. 2. Oh, look what Daddy did. 1, 2. I get to give you my button jar, and I get to take your button jar.
This is not nice.
Nope, that isn't, but that is the game. Your spin. 1 move.
1 and 3 buttons.
Yep, you get to get 3 buttons.
1,
1,
2, 3.
okay. Okay, it's your spin, buddy. 1 move. And you get 1 button. And Daddy's turn. 4. 1, 2, 3. I get 5 buttons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, 4
4
buttons
more
left.
buttons. Let's go win.
And you get 4 moves.
1, 2, 2 buttons.
Hey, you gotta go 4 moves. So you go 3 and 4. So yeah, you still gotta get 2 buttons. Okay. Okay, so game's over. We're out of buttons, and looks like I got a few more than you do. So Daddy won, but good game. Okay, buddy? Okay, YouTube, so good game. I actually won, even though you usually win. I mean, you know. So, what do you think?
Good game.
Good game. Does YouTube need to get their own copy?
Yeah.
Okay. YouTube, I actually have a link below the video where you can actually get your own copy of this through Amazon. And if it's nice outside, you can go out and play. Other than that, you know, get a buddy, get together with the family,
Yeah.
play a game like this inside and have
And
fun.
go hunting.
Yeah. So what does YouTube need to do?
Click the subscribe button. Click the bell.
And we will see you next time.